almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road.
We're right here at the Grave Creek Archaeological Complex. We're going to check out their museum and also just see the mound itself, which is pretty incredible to look at pulling up.
Unlike the second largest mound in the state, the Creole Mound, which is found in South Charleston, the Grave Creek Mound has a metal fence around it to protect and preserve it due to being in the middle of a residential area. Visitors are welcome to view and walk around on top of the mound by entering the museum next to it. Admission to the museum is free, and they have plenty of programs going on for schools that are interested in experiencing the history and culture of the state. The goal of the museum is to allow visitors to explore and discover the history of the Adena culture that once thrived in the Ohio River Valley. Thousands of artifacts, big and small, are displayed throughout the museum. The lower gallery of the museum houses fossil records from West Virginia. There are even casts of some life-sized Ice Age fossils like the state fossil of West Virginia, the giant ground sloth.
We're right here in the Delft Nerona Museum. There's everything in here from artifacts from different mounds across the state. The Grave Creek Mound is right here behind the facility. They use this area to comb through artifacts. There's also information about tourism in the area. It's a really cool place. So many artifacts throughout this place. It's definitely worth checking out. All right, right here, we're at the Grave Creek Mound, the largest cone-shaped mound in North America. It's presently at 62 feet tall, but was once 69 feet tall. It's pretty incredible. It's been used for lots of things over the years. Everything from a Civil War cannon being put on top to even having a bar on top. Let's check a little bit of it out. Right here on top of Grave Creek Mound, it's pretty astounding. You don't realize just how tall 62 feet is, but when you climb to the top of the steps and have a view of the entire town right here around us, it's pretty incredible. Thanks for checking out the Grave Creek Mound, but next we're gonna head right across the street to the West Virginia Penitentiary. There's some crazy stories to be had there, including some people who say that it's a little bit haunted, so let's check it out.
This Gothic-style prison that now looks like something out of a horror movie was in operation from 1866 to 1995 when it was closed due to poor living conditions and overcrowding. Today it's a popular tourist destination just across the street from the Grave Creek Mound complex. Explore what life was like for inmates while walking through the halls of this old jail. You could even step inside some of the old cells. There are plenty of old photos, newspaper clippings, images of each inmate that was executed at the prison, and a full display of weapons that were created by inmates over the years. Tourists can check out a replica electric chair for a photo opportunity and see the real chair right next to it.
The prison was established in 1866 and it closed in March of 1995. These cells were, they're 35 square feet, or 5 foot by 7 foot in dimension. As you can see with this cell here, this is a typical cell. A lot of them were shared occupancy. They were double bunked, but there's about 500 cells in total. When this place closed in 1995, there were 650 inmates here. So there were cells that were doubled up, but there was a time period back in the early 1960s, late 1950s, early 1960s, where they had over 2,000 inmates here. We offer different programs here. During the daytime, we do a historical tour. In the history of the prison, there were 998 documented deaths at this prison. So there's a firm belief amongst inmates that if they died while they were in captivity, that their spirit or their soul would remain in captivity. So hence, we do a lot of paranormal tours also.
On your way out, be sure to stop by the gift shop. Next, we're going to head a little bit down the road to Tyler County to check out the world's largest manufacturer of marbles, Marble King, located in Paden City. Over the years, Marble King has become quite the manufacturer. They've been filmed for several TV episodes, including Made in America, hosted by John Ratzenberger, The Colbert Report, a Martha Stewart Christmas special, and were even invited to the White House as part of President Trump's showcase of American-made items from around the country.
Marbles were huge. They were like the new video game today, you know, like the newest, coolest thing that the kids would do on Nintendo or on Switch or whatever. And marbles were really big, and kids played in schoolyards, and they played very competitively. And Barry Pink, who formed this company, was actually able to sell. He was actually a sales rep, and he did Mattel. He did the first Barbie dolls. He sold so many things, and he sold marbles. Marbles were a side product for them. And so Barry Pink said, fine, I'll make my own. And he got Sellers Peltier to assist him, and the first factory was actually located in St. Mary's, West Virginia in 1949. And my dad had just come home from the Second World War, went to the school on the GI Bill of Rights from Marietta, graduated Marietta, and that was his first job. And he stayed with the company, worked his way up, and had different positions, and it wasn't until 1983, when he was 60 years old, that he actually bought the company that he had started with. So this was truly his dream. The majority of the marbles that we manufacture today all come from recycled glass. This glass came from Paul Wismott Glass, which is located just 2 blocks north of us here in Paden City. We approximately melt anywhere from 4 to 6 tons of glass a day. We're the only marble manufacturer in America. And to have a steady stream of supply from a glass company that is very reputable and dependable, it means the world to us. And to know too that some of their glass, you know, then isn't going to waste. It's too pretty.
After the glass is heated properly, small pieces are dropped between 2 rotating wheels that form them into the shape of a marble. They are then sorted and cooled for 24 hours before being packaged. Marble King makes a variety of marbles, from solid colors and beach balls to their famous cat's eyes, and they can be purchased around the country or at their gift shop, where they have everything from marbles to jewelry designed around those marbles.
Thanks for watching this episode of Where in West Virginia is Mr. Casto. Keep exploring.
West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road.